Okay, once again, I'll call on you in twos, so the next person will be ready to go. We will start with Mark Weiser, followed by Seth Emerson. Mark?
Hey, Nakobe, how are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Good. I want to ask you, obviously, you guys have some experience back at safety, this year. What about the corners and the star position? How do you feel about that from what you've seen in the preseason?
I feel great about them. They have put in the work. Everybody on the team and the defense have put in the work. I trust our coaches to put the right people in the right positions to make us the good defense.
I'm good. I can pass.
Okay, we'll go to Mike Griffith, followed by Vance Levy.
Hey, Nakobe, I want you to kind of go back in the Wayback Machine on JT Daniels being with the scout team. We talked with Eric Stokes last year about the work JT got against the first team defense. Can you recall what that was like and when you were impressed with him? And then also just how much confidence you think he gives the offense now?
Back when he was on the scout team, I was impressed with the basically how he handled it. You know what I'm saying? Coming from where he came from and who he was, how he handled being on the scout team, how he attacked it every day. And now he gives the offense, I feel like, all the confidence in the world. They're on his back. Everybody on the team is on his back to be able to be the one to offensively lead this team.
Nakobe, when you were out in the spring, Kirby talked about how even though you weren't on the field, you were out there mentally taking everything in. How have you grown into being the leader in your unit? And then there's some younger guys that impressed you on the D this camp.
Yeah, me being able to stay engaged in the spring was just came from me loving ball and knowing that when I came back, I wanted to be better. I probably wasn't able to get better with technique or so, but I was able to get better mentally. So that was a big thing for me. And then guys who impressed the camp, I feel like we had a lot of guys who had a good camp. Work hard. It's definitely camp is definitely a grind. There's a lot of people, including myself, that got better this camp, and we'll be able to help the team this fall.
Okay, let's go to Emily with CBS 46, followed by Jed May. Emily, are you there? Okay, let's go on to Jed.
Hey, Nakobe, I wanted to ask you about, a couple older guys in this defense, Amir Speed and even Latavius Brini too, a couple guys who have kind of waited their turn to play and they might be in line for some playing time early in the season. Just what have you seen from them about those guys sort of, seizing their opportunity to get some playing time heading through this fall camp?
Oh, yeah, they definitely have been seasoned. They definitely been putting in the work. Everything. They have definitely taken advantage of the opportunity they get because they know they've been for a while. They've been waiting on it. And they have not only been taking advantage, they also have been helping the young guys also. Who's learning the defense and everything like that. They don't shy away from helping them and just providing them with little things and everything to help them get better also. So, I admire that.
Okay, let's go to Connor Riley, followed by Cody Chaffins.
Hey, Nakobe, what's Jordan Davis like away from the field, and how is that contrasted with, how he actually is once he's in between the white lines and the whistle blows?
Yeah, so, Jordan Davis in the locker room and off the field, he's fun. He's real uppity. He's fun. He always cracks jokes, probably one of the funniest guys on the team, Then, between the lines, he JD. Basically, he handles his business. He very business oriented, but then he can still crack a joke and keep the move light. When times are probably a little harder.
Nakobe, you get to start the season against a team like Clemson, who has got this national brand now. The guys were saying it feels like any other game, and I know that you're supposed to say that, but what kind of measuring stick can this be to kind of figure out how good you guys really are when you play a team like Clemson?
Well, the way we're gonna prepare and everything, like we're gonna prepare just like every game, like because it's national championship. So the way our coaches gonna have us going into it and practicing and preparing and watching film, it's just gonna allow us to be able to do that for the rest of the season. And every week, no matter who we playing, the way we prepare the same way. You know, and it being the first game of the season, not only it being Clemson, but the first game of the season, you know, the emotion is gonna be high, you know, and I've been ready to play, you know, not being able to have that spring ball experience. So fall camp and everything has been great for me. So I'm ready to play.
Okay, let's go to Jake Roos, followed by Chip Towers.
You know, Nakobe, a lot's been made, I think, of, the defensive lines and the secondary in this game. And we really haven't talked a lot about you guys in the middle of the defense. What do you feel like you guys have to do in order to be successful and to give your guys the best chance to win? How do the middle linebackers and the outside linebackers kind of have to shape the game?
Other than leading defense and making all the calls and everything, I feel like we gotta stay composed and make sure everybody on the defense stay composed and everybody have attention to detail throughout the week before we can execute at a high level. I feel like we had them two things, and the attention to details and stay composed. I feel like sky's the limit what we can do.
Yeah, Nakobe, obviously there's a lot new on Clemson's offense, you know, with DJ at quarterback and ETN moved on and that kind of stuff. Do you feel like you guys got a strong feeling on, you know, what you're going to see in terms of how they try to exploit you strategically, or is it kind of a mystery in that regard?
Oh, well, we watch film, and I trust our coaches to basically put us in the right places and basically tell us what we should be able to look for and what we should look for ourselves and when they are when we are watching film and everything like that. So I have full trust in our coaches that they got the best interests at heart in winning the game.
Okay, let's go to David Pascal, followed by Roddy Nabulsi. All right, we'll go to Roddy.
Nakobe, the fans, the media, we've been breaking this game down for 9 months, trying to tear it apart and figure out what the matchups are going to be like, the key aspects of it and all that stuff. From your standpoint, what is the key factor that determines the outcome of this game?
Like I said before, I feel like the key factor definitely for us, and something we've been honing in on, is staying composed and having the attention to detail. You know, you're able to stay composed. It's going to be a big stage, you know, everything, a lot of noise and everything just like that. But you can stay composed and you know your job and everything. And then you have attention to detail and know what you got to do. You can and you can execute at a high level. So I feel like them the two things that we're going to focus on. And them two things we're going to focus on and to help us.
Okay, we got time for two more questions. We'll go to Paul Newberry and finish up with Gene Sapikoff.
Hey, do you like playing a game? You know, you say you look at it like any other game, but do you prefer to kind of start with a game like this rather than perhaps a game that you're expected to win rather easily?
Oh yeah, I love football, but it being the first game of the season, you know, it really don't matter. You know, it being the first game of the season, like my high school coach used to say, they can set the ball out on the parking lot, concrete, and we can go play. That's how hyped up I am. But just it being the first game of the season, so I'm excited, you know, to get the season jumped off and everything like that.
Nakobe, tell me what has surprised you about Darion Kendrick, and how would you describe his personality?
But surprised the way he worked, you know, he definitely a guy who didn't come in here who haven't complained about anything. He just came in ready to work. Grateful for the opportunity to be here and everything like that. So that what has basically, it hasn't surprised me, but it basically made me look at him like, yeah, he's a guy who really want to play, who really love the game, who really, you know, got something to play for and everything. So in the way he bought into the team, to the team culture and everything. You know, a lot of guys who transfer, sometimes take them a minute, you know, to buy into the team, who get acquainted with the teammates and everything, but kind of seemed like he just hopped in and was like part of us right away.
Okay, Nakobe, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.